What's going on YouTube? It's Chadalmighty here today, and today I want to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to be a little bit better at Destiny PvP to kind of improve your game style, maybe make the game a little bit more enjoyable, maybe knock out a few more rewards or things of that nature. So let's go ahead and hop right into this thing. As with any type of game, the biggest thing it takes is practice, and basically just finding out what works best for you. You know, basically you see in all my gameplays I'm primarily using an auto rifle. Occasionally I will hop to shotgun and special guns and stuff, but most of the time that I hop to these other weapons is because I have a bounty for those things. And if you guys don't know about bounties, you want to make sure that you are picking those up, whether you're doing PvP, PvE, whatever it is, because bounties really do help. They help boost your reputation for different groups and stuff like that. They help you towards better rewards, and you know, ultimately they help you boost through the game, and that's a great thing to do. You should always take advantage of it because it just adds a little something extra to the games, and a lot of times these bounties are just doing things that you're going to be doing already. So I mean, it's kind of like you're not even like trying to get an objective, it just kind of happens sometimes. But basically, the way to get better at PvP is to really learn what gun works best for you. You know, maybe an auto rifle's not working, maybe you want to jump to a pulse rifle, a scout rifle, maybe you're good with the sniper, maybe it is the shotgun. I mean, you've got to really figure out which gun works best for you. This is the same for pretty much any first-person shooter or anything like that. Now, when you pay attention to stats in the PvP versus the PvE, you know, the attack power and stuff like that, a lot of those things don't really matter so much in PvP because there is a cap on damage and things of that nature. So the big thing you want to worry about in your stat menu is to look, you know, where you have the white bars going up and stuff like that, and make sure you have as much impact and range as possible. The more impact and range, the more damage you're going to do to your enemies, you know, especially at a farther away distance. Now, I use the Shingen-E auto rifle. That's just the best rifle that I have so far. I think it works really well for me. I think it has a great rate of fire. It has, you know, so-so impact, but the rate of fire plus the impact together really make it a nice killing machine. Typically I can kill somebody with at least a full or less of a, you know, a whole clip. And that's a good thing, you know, like, so we have the extra shields and stuff like that. Typically I can take people down pretty easily. You want to make sure that you're trying to aim for the head as much as possible, because on Destiny, headshots are rewarded with quicker deaths. You know, that was the same on COD and a lot of other first-person shooters as well, but Destiny, headshot kills are very crucial. And a lot of times I've learned that if you start aiming towards the chest, especially with my gun, and the recoil will slowly bring it up to the head area, and then, you know, my gun, over time, the recoil actually gets a little bit better the longer you're shooting the gun. And that's definitely a helpful thing, is to make sure that when you're upgrading your weapons and stuff, that they have these nice little perks that help you out and stuff like that. And if you're having trouble upgrading your guns and stuff, you know, it's fairly easy to get a lot of guns and just break down the parts and everything to get these upgrades. But that's the big thing. You know, pay attention to those white stats for PvP. Find a gun that works really well for you. I mean, what works good for you may not work for me, and vice versa. So don't just go and try to find a gun that, you know, somebody else has because they're doing really good with it. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's cool to try it out and everything, but just because they're doing really well with it doesn't mean that you are as well. And the PvP in Destiny is definitely a team-based game. Like, if you don't work with friends or other players very well, typically you don't win as many matches or do as well. I definitely play better with friends than I do alone, and typically when I'm alone, I will either play Rumble, so I can do free-for-all, or, you know, I'll still hop into the team-based game modes, and then I typically do pretty well, but that doesn't guarantee me a win, because it's a points-based system. Now, there's a lot of things that will add points to help you guys get the win, such as headshot kills, kills with certain weapons, you know, special kills, taking people off of the objectives, and then definitely capping objectives and stuff like that with your teammates. But guys, those are a few little tips to kind of help you guys out in PvP and stuff like that. Hope it does help and everything. If it does, please be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all other good stuff. I will definitely have some more tips and tutorial type videos coming out for Destiny very, very soon. But YouTube, as always, let's rage.